Hey filmmaker, Chung Dha here. So a lot of people have been asking me to do a review about the DJI OSMO Pocket. Here I actually have the original Osmo here in the office. But the Pockets, I've been to their flagship store and had like the hands-on preview of the Pocket. And after that I felt like I don't want to waste my money on something that I don't use, because there's so much issues about it, and I feel like a lot of the videos out there that are promoting it as like the next big thing doesn't really say properly that it's actually missing a lot of features that would make it better. I feel like they on purpose actually left out a lot of features, but also like made it kind of worse to use. So the main thing is like the lens, because it's not wide enough. The other thing is it doesn't have a 1/4" mount, so you can't really mount it onto a tripod, nor does it have like special adapters to mount it on something like the GoPro with a lot of special adapters. Also, it doesn't have like a microphone jack, so you can't really like mic it on something, and it's too tiny for a lot of people to hold. So even though I don't have like a big hand, it kind of is like a weird hold. So it's not really that ergonomic to hold, nor that steady to hold to make it more steadier. So the main thing, of course, the lens. So the lens of it is 26mm. It's not that wide, and personally for me, when I vlog, I have like lenses wider than 24mm. So the lenses here are actually much wider than that, and even if you're filming with your phone, you can buy like adapters or wide angle converters to get like that much wider field of view. And comparing it with the original Osmo, this has a 20mm. So why did they not go for the 20mm again? Because it would make more sense to keep it a 20mm and get that wider field of view. With it not being that wide, you kind of need to hold it further away to get like that nicer field of view, especially if you're traveling with multiple persons and you want to get like a group shot. Kind of need to hold it further away from you, and it's not being able to mount on anything directly. It's also kind of an issue because you can't like mount it directly onto a selfie stick to get it farther away, nor mount it onto a tripod. So it's kind of weird. So you kind of only can put it on the ground and get that further away shot standing further away. But it doesn't have that wide of a base to stand, so it also topples over too easily. It might be just a really quick product they wanted to push out like an entry-level camera, and probably over 6 months there's like a pro version with much more features that does have like a mic jack, that has a 1/4" mount, that have everything that you would want on it, and just on purposely came out with this version because they are doing this strategy for a while now. So they had like the Mavic Air and then the Mavic Pro 2. So it kind of like they push out like a camera that people would buy, so like people jumped on the Air, and then afterwards the Pro 2 came out, so sold the Air and then get the Pro 2. So kind of like that's their strategy right now. And also with the whole thing is like it just doesn't compete with a lot of things. So if I would say like for professional use for on a film set, I would not use the Pocket at all, because first thing, it's too tiny. It's just like, for a lot of people, it just doesn't look like you're doing something professional. And it's also not wide angle for like capturing like an action shot. A GoPro would make more sense, especially with this hyper smooth. It just gets like crazy smooth shots, and this mounted on to a gimbal even gets like more crazy smooth shots. And I have to say, like, the linear on this and in 2.5K 50p looks really nice. I don't feel like you purposely need to go 4K 60p, especially nowadays for online and also for your vacation. Why would you need such high production value? And also audio wise, it doesn't make any sense because there's no 3.5 millimeter jack, so you can't really put a microphone on it or connect anything onto it to record somebody who you are filming. And also the microphone on the camera body itself, it's under the screen, it's pointed towards yourself, and kinda like is for vlogging, but then the lens is not wide enough. And also if you're putting it onto a selfie stick further away from you, so you don't get proper audio, because the microphone would be more further away from you to get proper audio. So it doesn't make any sense with the design. I don't, it does. This is a really silly thing. I don't know what they were thinking of when they designed it. There's a lot of things in like the point of view like of a proper product design. It doesn't make sense. And yeah, it's such a weird thing. So anybody who is literally promoting it to be like a standalone product, it's not like a standalone product. You kind of need to add a lot of things. So to get that wider field of view, you need to have a selfie stick, but you need to have it mounted to your phone to mount it onto a selfie stick. But when you have your phone on a selfie stick, why not just use your phone on a selfie stick and film yourself with it anyways? And of course you say like, oh, why you get like more stable shots when walking, talking, then why not just buy a phone gimbal and also like wide angle adapter and also a microphone, and you probably still be cheaper off than buying the Osmo Pocket, because you probably have a phone that already films quite nicely. And also like I think even if you purchase Filmic Pro plus a phone gimbal and also like all of the extra accessories, it's still cheaper off than buying the Osmo Pocket. So personally for me, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But you would say, oh, it's really tiny standalone, but yeah, it's tiny standalone, but you kind of need to buy all those extra things with your phone, and also selfie stick, external battery or power bank to recharge it. And yeah, that doesn't really make it that small. And yeah, any selfie stick is actually the same size as a phone gimbal, so why not just buy a phone gimbal instead? Honestly, phone gimbal, phone with Filmic Pro, you get equal as good as quality, and with Filmic Pro you get at least like lock colors. With right now DJI hasn't released their lock colors yet, so I'm not quite sure why. So probably I feel like this has been a rush product, first time for them, instead of coming out with a product that's more finalized. If they come out with a pro version with like a mic jack with 1/4 inch mounts, wider angle lens, that I might buy. But as it is how it is now, I don't feel like it's going to compete with GoPro or my phone anyways, and I can get much better quality footage or film much easier with these cameras, because like this wider field of view I really like right now, and 26mm just doesn't do it. So in the end, you really need to ask yourself, are you really going to use it that much? Because I know a lot of people who have bought the original Osmo and never really used it after a week, and because it's just not that useful, because you need to connect it with your phone and all kinds of things, and just made it easier to just directly use your phone anyways. So that was mainly it. Hopefully you guys found this a useful video. If you're new to this channel and really want to see more upcoming videos, please hit that subscribe button here below, and also make sure to hit that bell icon so you're always updated when I post a new video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you the next time. Bye bye.